Up the middle they go.
Good one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
To throw on second down. Huff looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Maynard, and some room to run now. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, Richards. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The Dolphins are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go now. Hurt.
They'll run on first down. It's Richards, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Seven Pirates.
Back to throw. Cox. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Cox. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a give right side. It's Richards, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Cox looking to throw on second down. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On second down, it's Goodwin, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Richards. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, smash Bronco.
On 2nd down now. It's Richards, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, strike.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Check contact. Smash. Cup 19.
On 2nd down, It's Richards, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cox on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
18 Cardinals.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Cox. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down. Good one. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Come on.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw. Cox. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Looking to throw. Cox.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the ball back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Goodwin. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. On second down now, it's Goodwin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, it's Goodwin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, powerful running. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Goodwin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Dolphins take over first down again at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. Maynard, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Cox. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Cox looking middle, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Cox. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
They run the counter. Richards. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check. Bronco switch. Go.
On second down, it's Richards, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw an even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
On 1st and 10, Huff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Slot man moves right. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed, right?
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On second down now, it's Richards. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Cox. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said
and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever.
Trap 50, trap 50. Trap 60.
Looking to throw. Cox able to shake him off. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay, ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Huff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
To throw is Cox. Throwing to start the drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Cox to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Richards. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Check, Bobcat.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Head the street.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Let's go now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Cox. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Prater, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down. It's Goodwin, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
from the gun on third down. Huff. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Goodwin. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Goodwin. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Their mobile quarterback. 47 yards. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Open man here is Foster. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Blake. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Foster. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Cut, ready?
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
On the check. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught at the 2. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
19 wide.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it can't.
It's another one. We got another.